Hello everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Xenoblade Chronicles. In the last episode, what did we do last episode? Oh yeah, we did side quests and stuff, that's right. And in between episodes, did a little bit of work. Check my levels. Funky G's level 51. You know what that means, right? We can now use the level 50 Skell. Guess what we're going to do today? Nothing that has to do with the Skells. We're going to do heart-to-hearts today, but first, before we do that, I also maxed out the blade level. See down there, blade level 10. We are now done maxing that out, so we should be able to level up the last of these things. Yay, blade level, woot, woot. Blade level 10, wall decals, new wall decals. Okay, I was like, we already had wall decals. Anyway, we got some new ones, and we're the first person to ever receive them. Aren't we special? Now, put the finishing touches to your barracks decals none of the resident I've ever seen. Well then, I think I will do just that. Also, biological level 4. Which means... Wait, this is the last one, you know. I never imagined I'd see someone reach the highest possible blade level. Well, I'm afraid I have no more bonuses to award. I hope you'll keep working hard for the people of New LA all the same. I'll do what I can. Anyway, I believe that should open up, yep, the third off-the-record mission. So now we'll have all three of them. I'm starting to accept all of them, just so I have them in my mission list, because these are my high-priority missions that I want to finish. I don't know if I'm actually going to show me finish these missions. They're not really, there's nothing really special about them. It's just a collectible. I'm not sure what the Court of the Forest of the Gods thing is. It might just be an area I have to find, but I already found it, I guess. And then like the top one's just obviously an enemy that we have to defeat. It's probably a tyrant that we have to defeat, and then we're done. So basically, I will figure these all out and do them off screen. But I'm pretty sure most of you already know if you do these missions, you get the level 5 skills. So I'm gonna try and do all these missions. Don't know if I'll have them done by next episode, but I'm definitely gonna try and get them done soon. Yeah, see over there on the left, you can already see what items and stuff that I need. Very good to know. All right, the other thing I want to do, actually one thing we should do, now that I can hold more Moranium, my Moranium's actually been maxed out for a while. I haven't been depositing it. We have a whole new shop that we can deposit into. Let's do that. The 6 stars. Just give them all my monies. I can go up a level. Heavy Wear series. Aw, yeah. Oh, that's one other thing I need to mention. Between episodes, when I was doing my leveling and walking around Oblivia, I actually came across Mia. And sad to say, there was a cutscene that came up when you come across her. As I was going around, I got interrupted by a cutscene. All it was her flagging me down and saying, come over here. So I'll show you guys that in the next episode when I do side quests again. But I found Mia in Oblivia accidentally when I was flying around. The other random thing I encountered while I was walking around here was when I walked over here by the Blade Barracks to go inside. I got stopped by a cat person, one of the Rothians, and they asked me to do a mission as well. Well, at least they asked me to go meet them to talk about a mission. So I haven't actually accepted the mission yet. I have to go find them somewhere in town. I forget where, but anyway, those will be 2 more missions that we'll have to accept later. But yeah, I found Mia. And there's a Rothian new mission that popped up, along with the other question marks you probably see on the map. But anyway, today is a heart-to-heart episode. Let's do that right now. So I'm probably going to go through and do every single heart-to-heart, which I have enough hearts to do right now. So let's kick this off with a little bit of... Well, I won't tell you who. Let's just start this. Is she going to disappear? Anyway, let's hurry up and talk to her before we get too far. But here we go. First person, Arena here in the residential district. Also, to even do this one, you have to have the dog as your animal. But anyway, this will be Arena's second one. Remember, we already did one. Alright, anyway. Funky G, just who I wanted to see. That dog of yours was wandering around, so I tried to bring him back to your place. But then he started barking and growling at me like some kind of mad indigent. What the hell's wrong with that mutt? Sorry? I don't think training was the problem exactly. Well, who am I kidding? This always happens. Animals have hated me for as long as I can remember. No matter how nice I am, they always act like this. I've never even gotten close enough to pet one. Ah, forget it. I just wish I could handle dogs the way you and Lynn do. You gotta teach me the trick. I mean, I'm an interceptor who squares off against indigents all day, you know? Can't be that hard. If I knew your trick, I'm sure I could win over at least one of the dogs in the city. Try... calmness. Lower my guard. As if I'm the one who's afraid? That's absurd. Okay, maybe it's not quite so ridiculous. I guess there was an incident when I was young. I tried to pet a dog I didn't know and got bit. The experience drove me to toughen up, or maybe it just made me afraid. Okay then, I'll try to relax and just talk to it. Hey there, little guy. So, I'm not your enemy, okay? And you're not my enemy. We're buds! So what do you think? Can we be friends? I'd really like to pet your big fuzzy ears. Huh. He stopped barking and his tail's wagging. Wait, where's the dog at? I don't even... Oh, he's over there. Okay, so dog is here. And his tail's wagging. That's good. It won't run away now, right? Then you can leave the rest to me. I'll make sure to see him safely back home. Wow, I can finally pet a dog. Thank you, Funky G. You're welcome, I guess. Yay, we did it. Woot. Alright, so I believe we have Arena at least to level 3, so we should be able to do her next one, so I'll see you guys there. Alright, here's Arena in the hangar of Admin District, and she's hanging out with this chick. Alright, this one's just level 3. It doesn't have any other requirements other than it needs to be morning.
Didn't think I'd see you here.
Fancy meeting you here, Funky G. As you can see, I was just having my gun serviced. I've been working with her since we were back on Earth. She knows exactly what I want. It always tunes it to perfection. How about you, Funky G? How do you keep your weapons maintained? Rigorous and amazing maintenance routine? Then you're the sort of woman people can count on. No wonder the Colonel took you under her wing. Armor's one thing, that just hurts you if it fails, but weapons protect the lives of friends and comrades. If you don't keep them in perfect condition, you might not be able to give your all when your team needs you. Have you heard of a man named Mondo, by the way? Yeah, Mondo. Me and him go way back. You guys must have met then. Give Mondo a gun you once serviced, and he'll do you better than any mechanic in New LA. Gwen actually became his apprentice and was starting to learn his secrets, but I guess Mondo won't be able to teach Gwen anything again. To think that skilled a blade could be brought down like that. Even when your weapons are in pristine condition, I guess we all eventually face a threat that's just too big to handle. When my time comes, I don't want to be regretting that I cut corners prepping my gear. You can't ignore the little things. Sometimes the little things are all that keep us blades alive out there. Indeed, this is my rifle. Alright, that was a nice one. On to the next one. Actually, we may not be able to do her next one, but we'll at least do a next one, whoever's it may be. Alright, check it out. Gwen's over here just, I don't know, vegging out in the corner. I don't know what the fuck he's doing. He's like talking to himself and fighting in place. What the hell are you doing over here, man? All by himself late night, just acting like he has a gun. Whoa, this is so embarrassing, Funky G. I'm sorry you had to see me like that. Remember when I told you about that assignment of setting up a data probe in Oblivia with my Pathfinder buddy? Yes. Well, we managed to get the data probe installed without too much trouble, which was good. But on the way back, we were attacked by a pack of Brexes, which was bad. And because I failed to clear the area properly, one of my teammates ended up with a pretty nasty wound. So I've been training here, in secret, to make sure I never screw up like that again. I mean, you're gonna get better, you know. Wow, really? Thanks, Funky G. Coming from you, that means a lot. But I'm just beating myself up for the heck of it. I screwed up, and my friend suffered for it. I know that I've got a long way to go before I'm anywhere near Arena's League, or yours for that matter. So I don't want you treating me like with kid gloves. If I ever manage to become a decent interceptor who's strong enough to protect blades like you in Arena, then you can praise me. But not until then. Alright, well, hey, I mean, I'm not going to deny that, that's for sure. I mean, you want to get better? Get better then, son. Who am I to stop you? Alright, he has another one around here somewhere. Let me find him. He's supposed to be in the same area somewhere. Okay, I found Gwen. He's over here talking to Matthias in his sports car. Okay. Okay. Same thing. It's residential. It's late night. Also, this is Gwen's third one. We already did his first one a couple episodes ago. That was the second one we just did, and this will be his third one.
Leon.
Evening, Funky G. It's rare to see you this late at night. What's up, bro? Thank Gwen for patrolling so late, or tell Gwen and Matthias to stay out of trouble. Yeah, let's see what they're doing. Whoa, easy. No need for the seedy air quotes. We're just taking a break between some really rough missions is all. We just like to get together here and talk when we both have the night off. Actually, we were just reminiscing about our childhood dreams. Matthias wanted to be a race car driver. Still does, in fact. He's even looking to buy a sports car just so he can speed around New LA. I told him if he'd quit the Mediators and join one of the divisions that leaves the city, he could go four-wheeling around the plains. But he said he's not the rally car type. It's gotta be a sports car or nothing. So what did you want to be when you were a kid, Funky G? Well, it's too embarrassing to share, or ask him instead. Let's just ask him. What did you want to be? Me? To be honest, I couldn't see anything beyond the here and now when I was a kid. I had all sorts of hobbies and stuff, but never really had a strong desire to, you know, be anything. But when I met Leon, that's Lieutenant Arena's brother, he inspired me to start making goals for the future. Don't know that I'd call any of them dreams, though. Okay, well, okay. That's easy peasy, I guess. Alright, I guess next person, because I think I don't have him to level 4 yet. But I can double check that. Okie day. Over here in the Industrial District in the morning, you'll find Hope sitting here on some stuff. I don't know. Anyway, this is her third one. We did her first and second one already. Dang, though. That girl be sitting in that skirt, though.
Small world, huh?
Good morning, Funky G. Didn't think I'd run into you here of all places. I've actually just completed a mission. Oh, yeah? What kind of mission? Oh, it was fine, thank you. It wasn't a very challenging task at all. I performed guard duty for someone during doing early morning maintenance on the outer wall. Fortunately, we didn't encounter any indigents, and the work was completed without incident. I just stood there like a scarecrow the entire time, so I didn't even accept the reward. Once I have earned enough money to cover the next month's expenses, I decline additional rewards. Previously, I would only save an equal amount to a week's expenses, but Ornella convinced me to save more in case of emergencies. I pursue missions to help others, not for material gain. And for that reason, I prefer to refuse rewards whenever possible. Persuade Hope to accept rewards, or tell Hope to honor the terms of her contract and take the money. I'll just praise it. She'll love the praise. Thank you for saying so. Honestly, I haven't met many people who approve of my stance on this matter. While it hasn't caused me to waver in my beliefs, it's always encouraging to have someone's support. As a gardener, I've always been fond of this quote, "Money is like manure. It does no good unless you spread it around." And extra money just stinks. That's not actually part of the quote, but I think the spirit is there at least. Money can do wonderful things to help people, but only if you let it find its way to those who need it. I'd encourage you to try doing a mission without accepting a reward. Needless to say, I'd be honored to be on your team when that happens. Well then fine, you won't go with me anywhere anymore, because I'm going to accept every reward ever. I'm a selfish bastard. Anyway, I don't think we're ready to do her fourth one, are we? Let's go ahead and just check right here, right now. Are we ready to do her fourth one? We are now. Alright, cool. We'll go do her fourth one then. Okay, over here in the residential district, you gotta have the dog as the pet this time, and here she is, chilling by the basketball courts. What up, girl? How you doing? Oh, hello, Funky G. I was just petting this cute dog. He was rubbing up against my legs and snuffling. I think he really likes me. Because you're such a good-hearted girl, of course. You're too kind. Petting a dog like this makes me feel like we're back on Earth. New LA is making progress, but it still doesn't quite feel like we're living the way we used to. Having pets around is a good first step for certain. But what else do you think New LA needs to feel like Earth again? Movie theaters, a zoo, or more nightlife? I think there's plenty of nightlife. I'm thinking she would probably like the zoo. A zoo? That would be nice. When we recover the Lifehold core, we can use the DNA stored in there to recreate the animals of Earth. Then people could interact with something that had previously only been seen in old database records. This will be especially important when we get our real bodies back and start having children. The next generation of humanity should be able to experience the creatures with whom we once shared our world. I agree. That's actually pretty cool. I didn't know that was going to be a thing. Pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. Alright, that does it for Hope's Heart-to-Hearts, other than her fifth one, which we're not going to have her shit maxed out yet. Anyway, I will see you at the next person's. Fucking ass. Here she is. Man, I was looking for her forever. Murderess. Here you are. She's in the commercial district at night. It's almost going to be late night, so I need to hurry up and talk to her. Doing a little sightseeing, are we? Maybe. Your accusation wounds me, madam. I don't start every fight in New LA, you know. I assure you, I am merely a bystander. Uh-huh. Sure. Okay. Say this is too much of a coincidence to believe. Yeah, I'm gonna suspect her. She might like that one. You truly are a suspicious person, aren't you? Or am I really that untrustworthy? Huh, actually, I suppose I am. I'm sure a woman as observant as yourself has already realized, but I wagered more than a few credits on this fight. I'm hopeful that Igor here will be able to best Daniel. I'll grant you that it's hardly the Roman Colosseum, but a city with as little to offer as New LA needs these sort of amusements. Anyway, it looks like the fight ended while we were talking. You pulled it off, Igor. That's 4,000 credits in my pocket. Well, I'm going home while I'm still ahead. See you back at the administrative district. Alright, well that was easy enough. Fight scrubs. Fight scrubs! Alright, well, cool. That was an easy one. Alright, I believe we should be ready to do her next. Oh yeah, she's definitely level 3. We can do one more. That was only her second one. There's yo sneaky ass. Alright, here's Murderess doing a back deal back here. Probably offering this dude a blowjob. She's really just going to shoot him in the ass. Or the dick, whichever she sees fit. But anyways, hey girl, how you
Hand
doing?
over the money.
Oh, it's Funky G. Were you just listening in then on that conversation? No. No. Oh, you didn't hear? What a bother. Now I have to explain. No, I don't mind if you hear this. This is a proper, legitimate money-making venture. Once the Lifehold core is secured, they'll finish building New LA. When the city is complete, its economy will be many times the size of what it is now. Businesses that are primarily being supported by the government now will be able to become independent. It'll be the dawn of a new era of competition and free enterprise like back on Earth, and that means a chance for people of wit and vision to strike it rich. Surely you wouldn't allow a business opportunity like this to pass you by. Sure. There's so much uranium on this planet that we'll never be able to mine it all, which means it has only limited value as an investment. Also, as the population increases, we're going to run low on places for people to live. And that will put a strain on New LA's energy supply. The food supply could become an issue too. We're in Mimiazomes now, but when we return to our real bodies, will we be able to keep eating the same things? If you think about all that, it would be obvious what the most profitable investments will be. I'm going to go for it. I'll make all my dreams come true in one fell swoop. I may need your help from time to time, of course. Okay. Greed is great. 'Cause so saith Mr. Gecko. Alright, well then. I don't think we're quite to level 4 with her, so we can't do her next one, I don't think. Either way, moving on to the next one. In fact, I think what I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to switch my party up a little bit. Because I have to do... Well, let's see. Who all do I have left? I got to go do some for Yelv and Celica and Alexa and Bose. You know what? Let's go. Okay, I'll do some more. I got Nagi, obviously, Elle, and Fry in the party, which I have some I want to do for all of them. But let's go ahead and just keep them in the party for now. We'll do some other people's first. Alright, so in that case, we'll go do someone else's first. Alrighty then, we're here in the commercial district at the late night. And here's Yelv, just chilling over here with some homies. What up, homie? Haven't used Yelv in so long, I almost forgot about him, man. You look as bored as I feel, pard. I never know what to do with myself when I'm not doing a damn job. How do you spend your days off, man? Working, slacking, or dating? Not going on dates, slacking. Leave the days. What? I don't know. What would he like? Working? Slacking or dating? I'm gonna go with dating. Dates? What the hell, Funky G? Yeesh. I didn't realize we had a romantic in our midst. Who are you going out with, and where are they? I gotta make sure I'm up to their standards. Oh, they're up to my standards, sorry. Wait a sec. You're pulling my chain, ain't you? Well, I guess that answers my question. You spend your days messing with people's minds for no good reason. Anyway, I got nothing but free time on my hands today. I'm so bored I'm pissing my day with this bunch of deadbeats. You want to go eat some foods? That sounds about a million times more fun than what I'm doing right now. Unfortunately, Eleanor told me I can't drink like I used to no more. She says my reclaimer work starts to suffer when I'm hungover. Whatever. I've already had like 10 drinks today, though, so I'd better not push it. But thanks for the invite. Best thing that's happened to me all day. We'll do it some other time, yeah? Okay. Well, that was silly, but alright. Cool. Now, I believe he has another one here somewhere, same time. Same place, same time. I don't know where, but let's go find him. He's got to be around here somewhere. Okay, here he is on this side of the district. Same time of night, just a different spot. Oh, it's Funky G. You here to stop the fight? You don't even know what this bastard said to me. He was mocking the Reclaimers, saying we're just a bunch of grave robbers and junk collectors, which is the guy I'm going to bust his pretty little face. He was out of line. I'm not going to disagree with you there. So you do understand. Now that my best friend's gone, you and Blade are all I got left. You think I'm going to take it sitting down when someone talks crap about the work I do? Hell no. Now give me one reason why I should knock out the rest of this son of a bitch's teeth. Diffuse. Damn it, don't bring her into this. That's low, man. If Eleanor got wind of this little incident, I'm be scrubbing toilets for the rest of my goddamn life. Fine then, fine. You win. Fight's over. This jerk could buy me a meatloaf platter or something and we'll call it even. Alright. I probably didn't do that one the best way, but hey, whatever. We did it. Do I have enough affinity to do his next one? Like, I think I just did terrible on both of his, so I may not have gotten enough. Oops, wrong. Almost got him to level 3. Oh well. I gotta get back to using him. It's been a while. He's one of the first people I worked on, too. Anyway, next person then, because that's all we can do for Yell for now. Alrighty then, over here. I know we've seen Rock over here during the day, during this afternoon time, and I was figuring this is where Celica was going to be, and also it's marked on my map, so there you go. Celica, during the afternoon. This will be her first one for us over here in the industrial district outside the hangar. Good day to you, Funky G. Have you come to check on us? Rock now has a job, and we are able to live at peace here in New LA. We owe all of these blessings to you. I do not know how to thank you for all that you have done. It's all Rock. You are correct. Rock's courage has saved me, time and time again. I know that he shall never let me down. I am truly fortunate to have him as a friend. Until now, we have lived lives of fear and stress, ever on the run from Samar. I'd assumed we were doomed to a most miserable type of existence. It never occurred to me that Rock could make friends with others and be so happy. And being able to live in this fair city has done much to put my own heart at ease. I am so very glad we met back in Nocturne. I shall hold these feelings of gratitude close until the day that I can say that I've repaid my fellow citizens of New LA, and I know that Rock feels the same. I do hope you will bear with us while we work to settle our debt to you. Sure. Sounds good. Alright. That was a nice little pleasant one. Let's go do her next one. Oh, there's HB. Hold on. I was looking for this motherfucker earlier, and I know I said we were going to do Celica's next one, but here the fuck is HB. I was looking for this bastard. I'm going to talk to him now while I found him. Is that you, Funky G? What brings you to this neck of the woods? As you can see, I've been inspecting the water purification plant. Water is every bit as vital here on Mira as it was back on Earth. Therefore, it must be rigorously supervised. Yeah, totally. What idiocy is this? Have you lost your wits? I am a pathfinder through and through, and I am a quite famous one, I might add. Anyway, HQ is known to be short-handed at the moment. When capable citizens step up to assist with their workload, it benefits all of New LA. Is hammering in data probes on Pathfinder's only duty to New LA? No, the very notion reeks of indolence. If ever a citizen of New LA finds his talents needed, he must answer the call, whenever and wherever it comes. When fellow citizens are in peril, do you not rush to their aid? I do agree with that. I pride myself on being an excellent judge of character, and I see now how right I was about your command of objective reason and holistic wisdom. I am honored to have met someone capable of understanding my philosophy. Well, that concludes my inspection of this facility. I have some important business to attend to in the industrial district. I hope we can work together again soon. Okay then. Good for you. Good for you. Alright, so I found his bitch ass. I didn't know where he was, man. I didn't know where he was. Anyway, let's find Celica now, because that's what I came here to do. Hey, look, HB's back over here now. Funny. Okay, here's Celica, chilling over here in the residential district in the morning with her friend Rock. Hi guys, how you doing? Good day to you, Funky G. Rock and I were just relaxing here at the park. Whilst there is little greenery, it is still enough to help calm my nerves. My home planet was a lush and verdant place that was full of trees. I suppose being here reminds me of home, if only a little. Tell me about this Earth from which your people hail. What was it like? She's looking at, let's speak of the images. I don't know what she'll like. Interesting. It sounds very much like Primordia. After all, Primordia is lush and green, but also has a large city built upon it. If nature and industry were able to coexist on Earth, it must have been a wonderful planet. If it were somehow possible for me to visit, I'd love to go and see its sights. Although, I worry that Rock would not have a place to sleep. You're probably right about that. Anyways, cool. Another mission done, or another heart done, rather. Now, let's go find her one more time, because we at least have her third one available, I know that. Well, don't you guys just look at a place over here in the midday, just chillaxing over here in the commercial district. What up, girl? How you doing?
Good day.
Good day to you, Funky G. Are you doing some shopping? Rock and I had some time off, so we decided to explore the commercial district. Are there any shops here that you would recommend? Ones that do not sell food, preferably. Rock has quite an appetite, so it makes more sense for us to prepare food at home. You could check out the L's shop. I've actually visited his shop a number of times. He's a delightfully odd creature, and his shop has so many interesting things. I was surprised to see a peeler that only worked on Starlight apples. He said it cannot peel potatoes or carrots or anything else, only Starlight apples. Of course, there's little call for such a specific item. Poor L said he hadn't sold a single one. There were all sorts of other strange things too, like rock orange detectors and vagabond ant observation diaries. I look forward to speaking with Elle again once he obtains some new stock. Okay. Kind of random, but alright. She likes Elle's shop. Funny enough, he was with us, so we got a nice little boost of affinity for that. Alright, I don't know if I'm at level 4 with her, so I think we'll just go ahead and do the next person's. Oh no, she's right here. Alright, Alexa, here she is. Industrial District, early morning, over here by pretty much right in front of where Celica hangs out. What you doing over here, girl? Hiya, Funky G. I was just here watching the scales again. I've seen enough park scales to last a lifetime, but seeing them in motion, I never get tired of that. Doesn't it just get your heart all aflutter watching them zip around like outfitters, like around the test, what? Watching them zip around the outfitter's test hangar? Totally. Roll your eyes. No, let's inquire. Let's play her game. We want as much hearts as possible. On my days off, I go to church, then shopping, then maybe visit a friend's house for dinner. That's pretty normal, right? Okay, sure. I also stop by the hangars on my way home so I can watch the mechanics service scales. You must think I'm some sort of deranged scale fanatic, huh? There's nothing wrong with having a passion. I know, right? It's important to have something that keeps you motivated to do your job. And when it comes to scales, I give 200%. Admittedly, on everything not scale related, I typically give around 50% tops. That part was just a joke. I want to earn the right to be a professional scale pilot, so whatever mission Blade has for me, you better believe I'll be giving it at least 100%. Sure. There must have been a slight hint of truth of her bullshit where she's like, yeah, totally, I try hard all the time, I swear. Anyway, I believe we have her second one available, so let's go do that as well. There she is. Fucking hiding from me, I swear. Okay, admin district, upper area, over on the side of the Blade building. Goddamn. During the morning, by the way. They call these scales yellow hammers. Okay, a mechanic named Matthew calls them that, and it hasn't really caught on at all, but it's still pretty cool. Apparently, the two-wheel type is too underpowered for construction work, so they use a four-wheeled model. In other respects, it's basically identical to the models used by Blade, but they paint it a different color, and of course give it a bunch of industrial attachments. Still, if you remove the attachments and revert it to its initial configuration, you can equip it with Blade scale weapons, no sweat. Furthermore, just let her go. Just let her keep going. What? I'm not really good at this stuff. I'm still learning, you know. I couldn't possibly keep up with any of the veteran mechanics. Still, I've enjoyed every single day since we landed here on Mira. Yes, we have a lot to learn. People get angry at me. Lives are in danger, and the ganglia are a bunch of jerks, and blah, blah, blah. I get it. All that sucks. But I've never been this excited about anything before, and that drives me to work as hard as I can. Oh, whoops. I promised Tika I'd take her test. I'd help her test that new weapon after this. She'll be furious if I'm late. Sorry I spent this whole time talking your ear off. Next time I'll give you a chance to talk. Totally. I could have interrupted you, I guess. Anyway, you're welcome. Do I have her at level 3, or are we good? Like, that's only her second one, but I don't think I have her at level 3. Or do I? Or do I? Not quite. Alright. Well, we got one more person we can do before we got to switch our party up. So let's go do this one last poison. Alright, over here in the commercial district, here's Bose. It's still morning. He's over here. I lied about there being one more person. We still got to talk to HB one more time, but let's go ahead and do Bose's for now. Ah, Funky G, what wonderful timing. I was just trying to teach these baby blades the mindset they'll need to survive in the field, but they don't seem to truly grasp what I'm saying. They may not know yet. They may not yet have enough real-world experience. Perhaps you, the victor of countless battles, could teach them the key to your survival in a way they might more easily understand. Discretion. So you're saying they should consider every option carefully, then make the choice that best ensures their survival. So that is the secret to your longevity. Not savagery, but resourcefulness. Not haste, but thoughtfulness. I must admit that your cool and collected approach to battle is somewhat alien to me, but no one wants to see these disciples return with their lives more than I. I hope your words ring out in their hearts as they set foot on their first battlefield. I could tell you had a gift for educating and inspiring others, and I see now how right my intuition was. What say you, Funky G? Will you help me forge these lumps of soft metal into tempered steel blades? For a while, I'm honored to have asked... let me start that over. For while I'm honored to have been asked to serve as their guide, my harrier duties suffer in the meantime. I could use a second fount of wisdom to aid me. I was hesitating about this job, but would ask you to please consider my proposal. Think of the exceptional blades you could help them become. Alright, I'll help you. God. I am pleased to hear it. In that case, I must ask you to begin an intensive study of the sacred sutras, as my instruction is based on the Buddha's wisdom. If you believe that all the Buddha has to teach, all that Buddha has to teach is the Noble Eightfold Path, you will be pleasantly surprised. Many of his teachings are relevant to a warrior's life on the battlefield. I shall begin preparing crates of the most essential texts and have them shipped to your room immediately. Read and memorize each before starting the next. How I look forward to the lengthy discussions of the Tripitaka during your study breaks. Totally, I'm all on it. Just, you know, totally. Alright, anyways.
So about that.
I believe we got one more we can do with bows. Let's go do that real quick, and then we'll go do the other HB one. I have found you, Bows, and you're here with my dog. This one requires a dog, this requires to be evening, and requires to be in Red Dead District. Hey, Bows. I've just had a revelation while looking at this dog. Will you hear me out? Despite the valiant efforts of the Interceptors Division, indigents remain as persistent a threat as ever. The gates of New LA have stood strong so far, but they are by no means impregnable. You know the dog guardian statues of the East. I think we should install one on the other side of the gates, thereby warding off beasts with the Buddha's power. Of course. I knew you would perceive the wisdom of my plan. Then our first step should be researching Eastern texts to learn how these statues are engineered. Yes, engineered. Guardian dogs are powerful defensive weapons that have protected temples since ancient times. They repel invaders by emitting blinding beams of divine lights from their mouths, right? It seems from the look on your face that I may have misunderstood their specific defensive capabilities. I am always looking for ways to harness the power of the Buddha to New LA's benefit. Sadly, I haven't found yet a good way of doing so. Perhaps this sort of thing is not my forte. But it might be yours. Well then, how can we illuminate this city with the light and the love of Buddhas? Suggest build a giant Buddha. Oh, now that is a grand idea. Better yet, let's build it as a giant scale that can move and fight it as needed. That would be fucking awesome. A giant Buddha statue that's a skell. I would fucking ride that anytime. Anyway, then it can serve as the city's guardian, both literally and figuratively. I'd better go find Secretary Nagi and Commander Vanham and propose this to them directly. We will call it Project Nirvana, Nirvana. And once the Mega Buddha scale Nirvana is complete, I want you to be my co-pilot in the defense of New LA. Dude, I am down for that. That sounds fucking cool. I would ride that shit in a heartbeat. Alright, so we got one more that we can do for HB, which we'll go do right now. And then I got other people's to do that we haven't even gotten started on yet. Man, this is going to be a long episode, I think. I actually have no idea. You ripping, man. Here's HB, chilling by the, whatever building in the industrial district in the early morning. Good morning to you, Funky G. I am pleased to see you awake and hard at work at this earliest of hours. Were you just passing by? As you can see, I'm performing an inspection of the integrated production plant. Good job. Truly, your powers of perception place you among Blade's elite. I heard that since the Xenoforms arrived here in New LA, the integrated production plant has been running at full capacity day and night. If any sort of trouble were to occur here, it would be a serious setback for Blade, the civilians of New LA, and the Xenoforms alike. It's when you're at your busiest that you're most likely to miss the early signs of trouble, so I figured the plant could benefit from a third-party inspection. And that is what brings me here today. Cool. Is there anything I can do to help? I am grateful for your offer. However, your assistance is not needed at this time. I fear this inspection has been a waste of my own considerable talents. The plant is well run, and the staff's most pressing problem is an abrupt 2,000% increase in pizza requests. And by deprioritizing lower demand items, the staff has managed to increase their pizza production without significant disruptions. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must report my findings to HQ. I am pleased to find you faring well, but do not let complacency be your undoing. I hope we can work together again soon. Indeed, indeed. What a thoughtful man you are, HB, and slightly douchey. Alright, so now I gotta switch my party up a bit, and then we'll go ahead and start working on Fry, and L, and Nagi, because you know I got stuff to do for all the Dems. Alright, so behind the diner, late night, you will find Fry all by his lonesome, chilling in the alley. What up, dog? Hey there, fucking G. Let me tell you, I'm having one rough day over here. I drink and drink, but I can't get drunk. It's like I built up an immunity to scotch, which is the most terrible thing I ever heard. I don't know what I'm gonna do. What do you like to drink, Funky G? Maybe I'll try your poison and see if it works. Let's see, I like a beer, a cocktail, a wine, a vodka, a sake, or a shrug. I like me... I actually have no idea. I mean, personally, I like a cocktail. Nah, I'm more of like a Jack and Coke. You got that on here? No. I like a vodka. I just picked one randomly. That's not a bad idea. Not bad at all. I didn't know you were a vodka woman. Nice thing about vodka is it's easy to get. That'll be important if I end up making a habit of it. Hey, you know what? Talking to you just gave me a great idea. If I can't find the type of booze that'll get me properly hammered, I should just make one myself. Moonshine! White lightning, that's the ticket, all right. There's all sorts of weird fruits and grains and crap here on Mirror that we didn't have back on Earth, right? Next time I'm off on an interceptor mission, I'll just gather up a bunch and see if I can ferment them into an entirely new type of drink. Man, I never even thought to turn one of those bathtub distiller types. Never thought I'd turn into one of those, but I guess sobriety's the mother of invention. Thanks for talking me through that. I owe you one. Still, I guess I better try the scotch one more time just to make sure it still ain't working. Then I'll start drawing up plans for the distillery. See you next time duty calls, alright? Alright, well then. Nice I could get you back on the fucking drinking horse. You're welcome. Alright, let's go find him one more time. Alrighty then, we're in the hangar in the admin district, and here's Fry at the nighttime bartering with this guy or something. Let's see. Hey there, Funky G. Pretty rare for us to meet on a job like this, eh? We were just talking weapon maintenance. As an interceptor, you never want to go up against an engine with your weapon and armor in anything less than flawless condition. Agreed. You're damn right we don't charge in half-cocked. We don't even charge in all-cocked. That's a good way to get yourself eaten by some toothy critter. There ain't no way a human can overpower some of these indigens, and if you can't outthink them, you got no shot at all. Hey, let me bend your ear for a bit, alright? When I was just a lad, my dad saw me treating my hunting rifle real rough and told me something. He said no matter how powerful your weapon, if you let it break down, it's only an anchor. After that, I made it a point to take real good care of all my gear. I even talked to mechanics like this one to make sure everything's in perfect condition. So then, what's your weapon look like these days? Fucking badass. Right? You know the score. I noticed the pristine condition of your weapon, but I figured someone else had to be helping you. Guess I misjudged you, Funky G. Well, I ain't gonna stand for someone else having the best maintained weapon and blade. I'm heading home to do a little more touch-up work. Later. Later. Ostrich's obsession. I like that he's called the Battle Ostrich or whatever. Anyway, that does it for Fry, but we still got L and Nagi to go, so let's do it. Hey, yo, L! What up, dog? In the commercial district, chilling by this truck over here. What up? How you doing? Ah, dear friend Funky G, you have come at a most fortuitous moment. This good Manon fellow intends to buy one of our many fine creations. However, he wishes to pay us not in credits, but in pizza. We have stressed repeatedly that we rarely eat pizza, but he remains quite adamant. We are reminded of your human aphorism that a nod is as good as a drink with a blind horse. How true, how true. It matters not how good this frozen pizza is. A barter economy is not a viable model. Agreed. You could, I wonder if he likes the weird answer or the... Let's suggest that he does that. An intriguing proposition. That possibility had not occurred to us. We are reminded of the time we sold a small rock found in Noctilum to a superstitious woman for 3,000 credits. Very well, we shall sell the pizza at an elevated price to other Manon who have bought into the pizza fad. But hold a moment. Surely the customer that overpays for the pizza would come fiercely regret being taken advantage of and later spurn our business. We mustn't sacrifice potential long-term profits for a small short-term gain. No, instead of immediately reselling these frozen pizzas at a markup, we should find a way to use our talents to increase their value, then resell them at an appropriate price. In other words, we will accept pizzas in lieu of credits from the Manon, upgrade said stock of pizzas, and then sell them to different Manon customers. This could be the beginning of a beautiful new business model. But wait, that would be an endless loop of pizza, one that would leave us without money for the rest of our days. Dear us, what were we to do? I don't know, but wow, that was random as hell. Alright, let's try another one of those. Here's L on the Manon ship, inside at nighttime. Here he is, chilling. What a pleasing coincidence to see you here, Funky G, or perhaps it is destiny. After enjoying some idle chit-chat with Mr. Nagi, we were attempting to play a little word game that he taught to us. It is a game played by many Earth cultures called Shiratori, Word Chain, and Antakshari, among other names. The rules are simple. Choose a word that begins with the final sound of the previous word, yet our attempts to play have all ended in failure. Alright, let's play. I'm game. We are most grateful. Then if we may be so bold, would you choose a word with which to start the game? They all end with E, so I guess it doesn't really matter. Let's start with blade. An interesting gambit. Then we must respond with a word that begins with a D sound. How about District? It's strange how we don't seem to have any problem playing this game with you, but we're so unsuccessful in playing with others. Theorize they don't understand the rules. We do not believe that was the issue. The Manon and Nopon with whom we played were quite confident they understood the rules completely. And yet, oh, of course! How could we have missed it? The answer is oblivious! Each of the players in the game was speaking an entirely different language. We were speaking English, the Nopon was speaking Nopon, and the Manon was speaking Manon. Somehow we were able to communicate, but of course the sounds that formed our words would have differed from language to language. How could we have failed to notice that? So we must attain a sufficient level of fluency in the Manon language to play word games properly. It's settling then. If you'll excuse us, we have a great deal of studying to do. Well, yeah. See? He brought up the whole how can we understand each other thing again. I know it. I know it. Alright, last but not least, we got Nagi, so let's go do this. Yes, he would. Alright, here's Nagi, just chilling back here, talking with a dude. Sup, Nagi? Ah, Funky G, your timing is always impeccable. Since I can't seem to find Vandham anywhere, might I ask for your counsel instead? I just received an emergency request from a team of Pathfinders. They've been deployed to an extremely dangerous area, one where we've lost multiple teams already. At long last, this team succeeded in reaching their destination, but the data probe they needed to complete their mission was destroyed in battle. So the question is, how should we deliver the replacement supplies they require? We should send Harriers or Interceptors, but we can't dismiss the possibility that they, too, could be wiped out en route. So perhaps the better choice is to order the Pathfinders to retreat, then begin planning a return mission. With the experience gained from his first trip, plus an escort of Harriers and Interceptors, there's a good chance they could reach the destination again. So what would you choose? Attempt an immediate delivery of replacement supplies, or abort the mission and try again later? I'll do it myself. I like the way you think. If I had my druthers, I'd go out there with you myself. But I'm afraid this time it's not an option. Vandham has put his foot down. He actually insists that neither one of us can go. Blade is a large organization, and Elma's team is hardly the only one skilled at our disposal. Apparently, Vandham thinks I need to utilize some of these other teams in order to promote group harmony and effectiveness. This won't be the last time this kind of problem arises, and we'll need a better plan in the future. But for now, we need to choose one of these two strategies. Alright, well, I picked the wrong choice, but that's cool. I was just being facetious, but whatever. I don't give that much of a shit about the extra affinity, man. We're gonna get everybody to 5 with no problem at this point. Anyway, we got 2 more Nagi ones that I can do. He's already level 3, so let's do that. Alright, here's Nagi. He's in the test hangar over here in the industrial district during the morning time. Fancy meeting you here, Funky G. How I wish we could have a pleasant conversation over a nice cup of tea for once. But unfortunately, I need to attend a new weapons test after this. It's not enough to simply check up on the outfitters. I also need to keep up with our arms manufacturers. Speaking of which, what's your weapon of choice? Do you prefer to fight from afar with ranged weapons or close-up with melee weapons? I'm more of a close-up guy. Is that right? I hadn't realized you were a woman of such rarefied tastes. If in the right hands, the melee weapon can be more reliable than any firearm, and no weapon more so than the sword. I once knew a man whose sword techniques were beyond compare. I wish he was here so you could meet him. I'm sure his skill would make you even more enamored with the sword. Well, that's enough shop talk for now. The test is about to begin. Since you've come this far, is there anything you'd like me to request from the AMs? Don't hold back. Custom? Well, it seems you've a real mind for weapons. I'm sure the technicians would be delighted to accommodate you, though I doubt the bean counters would be nearly so pleased. After all, they've been focusing their efforts on bringing high-quality weapons to as many Blade operatives as possible. Custom equipment would be impossible to mass-produce, and could also be prohibitively expensive. But such a request might be more feasible once we've finished building New LA and have become more accustomed to life here on Mira. Regardless, I'll make the request. Feel free to start holding your breath in anticipation. Yeah, okay, because that's going to happen. The holding the breath and or the weapons. Neither nor. Alright, one more Nagi one that we can do, and then we can call this episode a wrap finally. Good lord. Okay, here's Nagi standing on the street corner waiting to cross the street. How you doing, bro? Funky G. It's good to see that you're learning your way around the city. It's been a while since I've had a chance to stroll through this commercial district like this. It's made quite an impression on me. How about you? I can't help but wonder how you see this city of ours, Funky G. Observe. I was struck by the exact same thing. It's truly wonderful. Mira is the first planet we humans have ever colonized. Even if as we struggle with the ganglion and the missing lifehold, we've managed to ally with xenoforms and eke out a fairly good existence as well. As I gaze upon this natural landscape, seeing passing humans and xenoforms interacting peacefully with one another starts to restore my faith. Perhaps this universe isn't so wretched after all. In any case, if you don't mind, I'm going to walk around this area a little bit more. I'm here looking for a teacup that I can keep in your section of the barracks. It's been a pleasure, Funky G. It's been a pleasure, Nagi. Alright. I guess that does it for today's session of Heart to Hearts, man. What a day, what a day, what a day. I'm probably going to go deposit all this Moranium, or I should say invest it. One thing I want to check real quick is, do we have any more Collectopedia entries that we can enter right now? I don't think so, but maybe. I did do a little bit of roaming around, so there's a possibility I got one of these rare items that I haven't picked up yet, but it's very, very unlikely. Gonna check anyways. You never know, man. You never know. Sylvalum, no. Cauldros. I didn't really walk around Cauldros much since last time, but we did get a few, it looks like. So we'll go ahead and register those while we're here. Looks like we got that row complete. Fantastical. Fantastical. Looks like we got another lucky one and a whole nother row for Xenotech. That's cool. We did grab some Cauldros stuff. That's good. That's good to know. That's good to know. Alright, that's going to do it for this episode then. In the next one, we'll go back to doing side quests. We'll probably kick it off with an affinity mission and then go straight into side quests. While I was walking around doing these hearts, I found a lot of new quests. Holy shit, I found a lot of new quests. We have a lot of quests on our hands, friends, and I'm excited to do them. So I'll see you guys next time. Holy shit, hopefully this is not too long of an episode. Peace!